Come on in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. I just wanted to come share this message before I go into my favorite place. I love just browsing around in the Dollar Tree, just looking. I need to stop, okay? But I wanted to come talk to you all right, about this one specific thing, and it's taking longer because you are the one that decided to fight, right? Let me tell you, some of you all feel as if you should be further along, you should have more, you should be more successful. You just feel like you should have been where you see yourself, where you saw yourself, where you see yourself, where you feel you should be, like, spiritually, because God didn't give you those desires for no reason, right? So you feel like you should be further along than you are. You feel like you should be more successful. You should have more. You should be in a better place. You should just all these things. You know it because it's yours, right? It's your desire. But the reason you have not received those things tangibly that you saw spiritually is because you've decided to fight. You have, you have decided to fight. And when I mean fight, you're fighting spiritually, right? You're fighting ancestral spirits. You're fighting ancestral strongholds. So when you decided to fight, you picked up, you picked up and took on a lot of spirits you didn't realize that was in your bloodline. So that's why it's taking longer. You have to fight the spirit of delay. You're fighting the spirit of poverty. You're fighting the spirit of lust. You're fighting the spirit of setback. You're fighting the religious spirit, right? You're fighting so many different spirits. And it's taking longer because you have to learn how to fight these different strongholds and spirits, right? You have to learn how to. It's not easy. And the only way you're going to fight all of these different spirits is by teaming up with God. He will have to show you how to pray and fast. Because a lot of you all, are fighting the spirit of lust. You're fighting the spirit of perversion, right? That's why you can't get out of that cycle of fornication. You can't get out of that cycle of being promiscuous, right? Because that's a generational thing. And it's going to only keep you stagnant. That's why that feeling is coming on so strong to you, right? So you have to fight that spirit. You got to fight the spirit of poverty. Poverty is a mindset. You have to break these different things. That's why it's so hard for you. And the minute you decided to fight is the minute that, that the moment you decided to fight is when it just seemed like what it is, HE double hockey stick broke loose, right? All hell broke loose when you decided. But that's okay, because while you're fighting, you're learning to be resilient, right? You're learning a different skill set. You're learning a different mindset. You're going to be in isolation a lot, right? Because you need to learn to hear God's voice. You don't need to be hearing everybody else's voice, your friends, your parents, your siblings. You have to know how to hear God's voice. You don't need so many voices in your ear. But that's what I want to come tell you. Talk to you all about that, right? It's hard for you because you're fighting ancient spirits. You're fighting spirits that people didn't have the guts to fight. People in your bloodline, they didn't have the guts to fight and confront these different spirits. You're fighting the spirit of division. A lot of you your families are so dysfunctional. You got this spirit of division running in the bloodline. No one can never be in unity. That's a spirit. Can't be in unity. You can't get along, can't understand. You don't want to come to, an agreement on what's right. That's a spirit. I know my son one time, my younger son, he was like, "Mom, everything is not a spirit." I was like, "Just about everything is a spirit." He's like, "Everything's not a spirit." Yeah, no, everything is spiritual, baby. You will see when you get older. And it's so hard for us to even realize everything is spiritual because we've been, indoctrinated, right, with the way of the world. So we think everything is just natural. No, everything is spiritual first. What we go through naturally happen spiritually first. It's not natural then spirit. It's spirit then natural. To build a chair, you thought about it first, okay? Then you built the chair. Then it came to, it was tangible. But you thought about building the chair spiritually first. It was in your spirit. It was in your mind. It was in your thoughts and desires. That's spiritual, right? When you make a decision, that's spiritual. Everything is spiritual first. Think about something. It's spiritual. You can't see your thoughts. Nobody can see what you're thinking about. So where are the thoughts? They're not just in the air floating around. You could be thinking some of the most horrific things in your head. No one will never know because it's spiritual. You could be thinking some of the most delightful things because it's spiritual. And to be honest, some of this stuff, when you think about it, it feels real. Okay? All this fantasy and perverted stuff you put in your mind, you think about it, you can conjure up some feelings. That's spiritual. and it will feel as if that thing is happening naturally. That's how powerful the spirit is. That's how powerful it is. So I just wanted to come talk to you all. Look, I'm looking to the side because somebody walked up to my car. That's why I keep my doors locked, but they getting inside their car. But that's what I want to come talk to you all about. Happy New Year. I'm not going to be here with you long. I hope all is well. Hi, Joseph. I hope all is well, and you all be blessed. I just wanted to come talk to you all. Look, I took me a good nap today. I had a nap. See, I look vibrant because I got some rest today, okay? But you all be blessed, and I will talk to you all later. I hope this message encouraged you all. Just, keep doing the work. It's not easy, okay? You're chosen to do it. You're chosen to fight. You got to keep pressing and do whatever it is you got to do to, to win, to excel, to experience the promised land, okay? You got to do whatever it takes. Pray for more discipline. I know that's what I have to pray for. More discipline. And I know the little things add up. I've been doing a lot of work. The little things add up. Sometimes, I don't do what's right. Sometimes I don't always do what's right, And that's another thing. You got to not beat yourself up over the things that when you fall short, you can't beat yourself up over that. You just have to get back up and start over. And that's what I do. I just get back up, I start over, and I keep it moving. Acknowledge my wrong, learn from my mistakes, and keep it moving. Not sit there and dwell and dwindle and beat myself up, So, you all be blessed, okay? I will talk to you all later.